most opposition states are facing off with their respective governors. It's become a pattern and almost normalized now. None questioning it. Stalin today says he's going to take this up legally and see what can be done collectively.
Well, it's very unfortunate that such a situation has arisen in some of the South Indian states. As you have said, in Tamil Nadu it has happened, in Kerala, of course, in a different way. And now in Karnataka, where the governor has first refused to address the legislature.
Yeah.
And after that, he comes there and reads out one sentence and afterward walks out. In Tamil Nadu, the governor came, but he did not read out the speech and he walked out. So, in Kerala, of course, the governor has read out the speech, but he has omitted certain paragraphs of the speech. Well, this has become a kind of a pattern to be seen in these states which are ruled by different, opposition parties. See, the point is, does the governor have an option so far as addressing the House is concerned? If the governor refuses to come, I would say that the governor is acting against the mandate of Article 176. Now, what does 176 say? In fact, it says two things. One is the governor shall address the legislature at the commencement of the first session in a year. And secondly, and that is more important, he shall inform the legislature of the causes of summons. You know that the governor summons on the advice of the Council of Ministers. Governor summons the assembly. And then the governor addresses the members and then informs them of the causes of the session, why the session has been summoned. He will explain to the members. He will explain it through the speech. Now, it is a universally followed convention that the speech is prepared by the government, approved by the cabinet, and that speech has to be read as it is, without any change. The governor has no authority to change any part of the address because this address reflects the policies and programs of the government.
Yeah.
And the governor is not personally responsible for whatever is said in that report, in that address. It is actually the elected government which is responsible for the content of the address. It is the elected government which is responsible to the people, not the governor.
So, sir, when the governor is reading out a speech that is prepared by the government, by the state government, is the governor reading it as himself, or is he reading it as the government of Karnataka, for instance?
No, it is actually, the governor is a part of the government. Governor, constitutionally, the government means the governor aided and advised by the Council of Ministers. That is the definition of government. So governor is a part of the government. That is why he reads out a speech which is prepared by the Council of Ministers, that is the cabinet. And he has to read it as it is. That is his duty under 176. If you go to Article 163, it makes very clear that the governor can act only on the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers. And a series of judgments have been given by the Supreme Court saying that the governor has no independent authority or powers which he can exercise independently. He has to act only on the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers. So here, the speech has been prepared by the Council of Ministers, that is the cabinet, and given to the governor. Governor has
but is the governor allowed, does he have any right to delete or disagree with any of the paragraphs?
No, governor doesn't have any right to delete even a comma from that address, because it is an address prepared by the government. It is an address which is owned by the government. that is the executive, the Council of Ministers, headed by the Chief Minister. So this is the constitutional position. And if the governor has refused to come, that would mean that he is actually acting against the mandate of Article 176.
So in this case with Tawarchand Gehlot, sir, do you see that he has acted against the constitution?
No, this action of not informing the members, because the basic point, the basic purpose of this article is, and the basic function of the governor is to inform the members, inform the legislature as to why the session has been called. That is it. So he has a duty to inform the members. If he doesn't read the speech or if he doesn't come, then he fails to inform the members, which is a constitutional duty. That is the crux of the
But he's come.
article.
In this case, he's come, sir. In this case,
He
he's come.
comes.
He first disagreed. He said he won't come. Then you had a high-level delegation. H.K. Patil and his people went and convinced him. Then he appeared. He didn't read the full speech. He just read 2-3 lines and said, "Thank you, Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka," and left. So, is this a violation of the constitution, sir?
He has not read the. He has not informed the members of the causes of the summons. Has he? By reading 2 lines, has he really informed the members? Because that is what the constitution, that is what Article 176 says. He shall inform the legislature of the causes. Has he done that?
So even R.N. Ravi walked out saying that the national anthem was not played. He said the national anthem was not played. My ask here is it mandatory to play the national anthem first before the state anthem in a state assembly?
There is no such provision in the constitution or in any law. It is a protocol prepared by the government of the day, and according to that protocol, they do it.
So if Tamil Nadu plays the Tamil anthem instead of the national anthem first, are they committing a sin as per the constitution?
No, they are not. They are not committing. They are not actually committing any violation of the law. There is no law which compels a government or the assembly to sing the national anthem first and something else later. That is not how it is. It is actually done according to the protocol prepared by the government. That is the thing. Only thing is that you should not insult the national anthem or the national flag and so on. That is the only thing. But by singing national anthem at the end of the address doesn't amount to insulting the national anthem.
We saw similar situation that also happened in Kerala. Governor Arlekar there in Kerala, we understand, also refused to read some paragraphs that was formulated by the state government there. He was accused of omitting some crucial lines from the government's policy address. One line that said Kerala was facing severe fiscal stress due to adverse actions of the union government. So my question to you, just a simple question. I know you say that even a comma cannot be changed, but if the government in its address is bashing the union government or the centre that is ideally appointed the governor, I understand this is a constitutional mandate that they have to read the speech as is, but don't you see it very conflicting here? Governors are going to be bashing the union government ideally through this speech because the government, the state governments have written lines against the union government outrightly. Kerala has written due to adverse action of the union government that undermine fiscal federalism. That's what Kerala government has written, and the governor has refused to read it.
Let me explain it. Actually, you know, in our federal system, there can be disputes and between the center and the states. In fact, our constitution recognizes that. Our constitution recognizes disputes between the center and the states in respect of the rights of the states. So there can be disputes. If there are disputes, then naturally states can make critical comments about the attitude of the center. And that's a part of this federal structure. And that, in fact, that is a part of the constitution also, because constitution recognizes this. That is why the Article 131 says that any dispute that arises between the union and the states in respect of some right, the Supreme Court shall deal with that. The point is, Constitution of India recognizes the the reality of disputes between the center and the states. And if there are disputes, naturally, there will be critical comments made by either the states or the center.
Sir,
and that is no reason, that's no reason why the governor should avoid those things. Because governor, as I said in the beginning, governor has no responsibility, personal responsibility towards this, and everybody understands it. In fact, the governor also understands it, and everyone in this country
so then are you saying that governors
position.
are acting like political agents by refusing to do this?
Well, I do not want to make any comment on that. I normally speak about the constitutional position
What's
only.
the legal remedy forward, sir? Stalin says that we're going to take this up legally, constitutionally. What can they really do?
That is, the constitution can be amended only by parliament. The state, of course, can make a request to the central government to bring a bill to amend the constitution.
No.
But the center is
when you
under
say
no
amend the
obligation.
constitution, you're saying amend it to say what?
To dispense with this special address.
Basically, to do away with this address.
Yeah, this kind of a special address at the commencement of this session, because so far as the other sessions are concerned, there is no requirement for the governor to come and address it. Only at in the first session, at the beginning of the first session, and also the first session after the election. These are two occasions when the governor comes and addresses the House. And here the president comes and addresses the joint sittings of the houses, and in the assembly, in states where there are two houses, of course, both the houses, members of both the houses will attend that. That is the constitutional position. But the point is, in fact, you have referred to Dr. Venkataraman's, R. Venkataraman's opinion. In fact, he had said that this particular practice, should be dispensed with, because it has.
Sir, my question is, okay, but there can't be any action taken against, forget about amending the constitution. Can there be action taken against the governor for violating the constitution?
Well, who can do that? In fact, if there is a violation of the constitution, then the court, the Supreme Court, is the agency which can look into that. Whenever there is a violation of the constitution, that will be addressed only by the Supreme Court. Therefore, the Supreme Court can look into this.
So you're saying Stalin and the like-minded opposition parties are well within their right to take up file a case in the Supreme Court?
Where else will they go? Where else can they go?
No, I'm saying this plea will be entertained in the Supreme Court.
I do not know. I can't presume what the Supreme Court is going to do. But
has there been ever any case or instance in the past, ever in history, that a governor has been pulled up in the top court for violating the constitution?
Yes. In many cases, it
R. N. Ravi recently was in the
Supreme Court has made very
saying that he was withholding bills. Yes.
Supreme Court has made very critical comments in certain cases about the conduct of the governors. That is there.